Hello once again and welcome to CSIT 316. We are going to look at an introduction to WordPress. This is our second session. Now from the first session, we looked at some examples of CMSs, and in this session, we are going to introduce you to WordPress. My name is Michael Agbotetesuli from the Department of Computer Science, and I'll be your instructor. Now, as I mentioned, this session is going to introduce WordPress as a CMS, its basic features. We also highlight some of the advantages and identify examples of sites that have been built with WordPress. Now, after completing this session, students should be able to explain WordPress as a content management system. Students should be able to identify components of a basic WordPress site. Students should be able to explain why they would choose WordPress over other content management systems. They should be able to explain the basic terminology such as themes, widgets, and plugins, and also be able to identify examples of sites that can be built with WordPress. So the following is the outline that we are going to follow for this session. We're going to start off with an introduction to WordPress. We look at advantages of WordPress. Then we look at basic terminology, including themes, widgets, and plugins. Then we look at examples of WordPress sites. Now, students may refer to Chapter 1 of the adopted text for this course displayed on the final slide. So now let's start off with the first topic, which is an introduction to WordPress. Now, we're going to learn a little bit about WordPress. WordPress has become the most popular blog and content management system in the world, according to the Open Source CMS Market Share Report 2009. It is a flexible system that can be used to create sites for businesses, project collaborations, university departments, and what have you. It requires only two technologies, PHP and MySQL, and it can be run on Apache or IIS web server, which is Internet Information Systems web server. Now, web content management systems market share. You can see that WordPress alone has 54% of the market share, with Joomla having 9%, Drupal having 7%, vBulletin with 4%, Blogger with 3%, and what have you. From the diagram, you can see the breakdown of the market share by each of the individual content management systems. Now, WordPress is just one of the many PHP MySQL content management systems that allow content editors to use a web interface to maintain their sites instead of editing and uploading HTML files to the server. Now, WordPress began as a blogging tool, but it has been developed into a web interface for creating and managing content. Now, based on history, a major release of WordPress happens almost every 4 months, and some versions of WordPress include version 2.1, 3.0, 4.0, and 4.8, which is the latest version as of this recording. So we start off with the second topic of this session, which is why we choose WordPress over other content management systems. Now, one of the key things about WordPress is that it is easy to set up. In fact, very, very easy to set up. Now, WordPress is famous for its 5-minute installation. In fact, if you have your database connection details in hand before you begin, it might not take you that long. Now, the system requirements for WordPress will be discussed in more details, are modest, allowing it to run on most commercially shared hosting plans that include PHP and MySQL. So hosting is cheap and easy. Now, WordPress also comes with everything you need to set up a basic website. The core of WordPress include posts and pages, media files, links, categories and tags, user roles and profiles, RSS, Atom, and OPML feeds. It also features clean URLs, spam protection, and automatic upgrades. WordPress is also very, very easy to use, just as it is easy to install. Now, WordPress has a user-friendly administration interface such that even web novices can use with little training. Now, the features of WordPress include rich text editing. Now, WordPress includes a popular TinyMCE editor that provides you with an interface similar to Microsoft Office products. TinyMC is not perfect, but WordPress provides a basic HTML view as an alternative. The editor includes tools to import content and remove embedded styles from Office documents. You are also able to upload and embed media. The content editing screens include a media uploader. WordPress also includes a basic image editor that allows you to rotate and resize images, the basic editing you'd want to do on images. Images can also be aligned left or right or centered and can include captions as well as alternative text. WordPress also includes menu management. You can create navigation menus as easily as you can create sidebars. You can also add links to external content. WordPress is also easy to extend. WordPress offers a robust template system as well as an extensive API. So anyone with experience in PHP can change the site's appearance or even modify WordPress's behavior. This is very, very useful. You can also download thousands of themes and plugins to do just that. Now, themes determine how content is displayed. Theme files are simply HTML documents containing some WordPress-specific PHP functions. Now, a theme can be as simple as a single index.php file or can contain separate templates for posts, pages, archives, search results, and so on, with a number of included images and JavaScript files. Now, we go on to look at widgets. Widgets are drag and drop components that can be added to your website sidebar. For example, they are widgets to display polls, Flickr photos, and Twitter feeds. You can also use widgets to list pages, posts, and links, provide a search box, add arbitrary HTML, or display an RSS feed. Some themes come with their own widgets, and other widgets can be installed as separate plugins. Now, a plugin is just a collection of code that adds one or more features to your website. And a plugin can add function, template tags, or widgets, and filter content as well. A plugin could add administration screens, or it might just provide a new tag you can insert into your theme files. Now we'll look at some examples of WordPress sites. You can have personal blogs built with WordPress sites, which is actor Stephen Fry's site. This site was built using WordPress. You can have social networks built with WordPress, and an example is the Nourish Networks. So this site was built with WordPress. Bates College, as mentioned, WordPress can be used for building business websites as well as university, department websites, and artist portfolio and what have you. So Bates College was also built using WordPress. Now, small businesses like the Icon Doc site used WordPress to build their website. Now, the reference for this particular session is Larry Stephanie, Beginning Website 3, Making Great Websites the Easy Way, 2010. Thank you.